today. Yeah.
Dude. Oh, Voodoo Rangers, dangerous.
Dude, Voodoo Rangers are so good, bro. The juicy haze, baby. Alrighty. I feel like I haven't done this in a while, but it's only been a week. But alrighty, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in and welcome back to another episode of the Going the Distance podcast. My name is Ryan Bonnell, and alongside me is my co-host Elijah Span. We've got a very chunky, hefty, whatever you want to call it, episode planned out for you today. We're going to be covering the Final Four, March Madness, the championship, all that jazz. We got the Masters tournament starting tomorrow. It is a beautiful time to be a sports fan right now. There's just so much going on. MLB opening day is also tomorrow. And then we have a huge UFC fight card this weekend we're going to touch on at the end. But first, be sure to check us out over on social media over at GTD_sports. Other than TikTok, where we are at GTDsports.com. You can follow myself and Elijah, as you see on the screen, over at Ryan Bonnell 8 and at Elijah Span 19. Be sure to go check out all of our content. You can find our blogs, other podcasts on GTDsports.com. But for now, you're here with us on our live show, live on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, everything. Let's get into it. But first, starting off, now we're not on our twice a week format, so we're not used to like the highlight, low light on Monday, and then but we're just I think sticking with highlight, low light would probably be better because I like doing that one more personally.
Yeah, that one's easier.
Yeah, and plus it's like I don't know a little bit more than just sports because we talk about our life sometimes and stuff.
Yeah.
But so yeah, let's go ahead and start out with some highlight, low light. What do you got?
So my highlight is that the show came out and day one got added to Xbox Game Pass like last year. And so I immediately downloaded it and it's consumed my life for the past 2 days.
Wait, it's on Xbox Game Pass, so it's like free?
Yeah, on Xbox Game Pass.
Wait, would it work on PC? Because I have Xbox Game Pass on my computer.
It should.
Bro. Dude, I was about to get it anyway for PlayStation, but now I have to get it. If that's the
look
case.
into it. I mean, you just have to plug in your controller to your PC, which you
I know, yeah.
Already know
and it would work. Yeah, it would work just fine. But damn, okay. Well, yeah, that's about to consume my life too then.
Yep. And it's grind. For some reason, it seems like more of a grind to start out this year, but that's probably because the whole Player of the Month thing hasn't came out yet.
Yeah, well, okay, in terms is there any major difference? Because I know sports games historically, there's never like a huge difference.
No, there's just like new cards in Diamond Dynasty and different challenges and stuff, of course, but it's mostly the same. But there's a PCI anchor, which I like a lot. So like you can click the left stick on an area of the zone and it'll hold it there. So like if you think he's going up and in, you could just go up left and click, and then your PCI will stay there. So you don't have to like hold it there.
Oh, like, okay. I kind of do like that.
So I like that.
If you don't like the anchor position, can you still move it?
Yeah, you can still move it. Okay. It's just where it's gonna stay. Like
I like
full
that
range of motion.
I like that a lot,
on
actually.
The pitch. You just have to stay right there. So that's super dope. And then it's going to consume me for the next probably month or 2 months until I get like a 95 overall squad. And then low light is that there's so much stuff going on. I don't even know what all I'm going to get to watch while also having this addiction right now.
While playing it. Well, I mean, you could, I guess, set up, depending on like your setup, you could have, I don't know, one live stream with the Masters on or something while you're playing,
That's true, but I also need to watch baseball.
Fuck it. Put baseball on your phone, Masters on your laptop.
I might just steal my
MLB The Show on your monitor. What?
Might just steal my mom's laptop.
Yeah, make it work. I mean,
yeah, I don't know, but there's in between the Masters, Tiger coming back, and I'll probably be okay. I'll probably just have baseball going on at night. During the day, Masters, of course.
Yeah,
like the Rangers don't play till Friday, and they play at like 6 or 7. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, their first series is on the road. I was hoping to go to their opening day, but unfortunately not.
Yeah, they're playing Canada.
Bro, you're close again, bro. You should make the trip. We should go to a game, dude. We should get one of the we should get like the all-you-can-drink tickets for like $30.
Oh, really? There's those?
Yeah, and I spend at least $30 on beer every time I go, so might as well get that,
we should go on Dollar Hot Dog Night. It's my favorite night.
I mean, we can. I'm down, but I don't eat hot dogs.
Oh, well, that's your loss. But okay, that's what I got.
All right, and then for me, my highlight is kind of also similar in the sense of it's a video game consuming my life, but rather than it being a sports game like MLB The Show, it's Oculus Quest. I've been playing my VR a lot lately, and I've been playing VR poker because, like, I know that sounds super degenerate, like, oh, why would it be entertaining on VR? But it's like, it's actually mind blowing how cool it is. Like everybody has their avatar. It's like you're literally like real with people at the table. You can like fist bump. You can talk to them. Like you can. It's so, I don't know, interactive. It's pretty cool. But also, yeah, maybe it's also like kind of quenching the thirst of my gambling addiction without actually having to bet any money. So like, I think that's a win.
It's a dub.
Possibly, it's a dub. Yeah, like I'm not spending any money on it, so it's a dub. But yeah, it's been consuming my life, but it's so much fun, yo. So you should check it out if you haven't.
I've seen some clips of it. I saw one where a guy had like a fake vape.
Yeah,
and then he stole his vape from him and like threw it. And the other guy looked at him and
just
like
started punching it. Yeah.
So,
You can have like on the game, you can have like the vapes, you can have cigars, you can have like water guns and shit. You can have like swords. It's fucking.
people talk a lot of shit on there.
So there's a wide variety. It's either like the 14-year-olds that technically aren't even allowed to be on the game because it's 18 plus, and they're just like me and my roommate, we got on and like our first game together was just this like 16, 17-year-old kid, and we knew he was that age because he gave us his Instagram. And he was like just talking like every hand, just like, shut the fuck up, you cracker, like yada yada. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, my guy, we're just trying to play poker, like calm down. But the majority of it is like chill adults. Like I'd say like 90% of the people I've met on there are like, you know, chill, like nice to talk to, like at a table type vibe. Like
that's less enticing then.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's pretty cool.
I gotta talk shit in video games I play. I can't.
Nah, dude, if you're playing poker, like you can though. You can if you want, but some people are just gonna be like, man, fuck this guy. But yeah, I mean, it's fun either way.
I need my video games to be like search and destroy lobbies.
You want to be a metaverse warrior, bro?
No.
Fucking talking all this shit. Well, I mean, it's just a term for like somebody that talks shit on VR.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
A metaverse warrior?
Mm-hmm.
That's dumb.
I mean, it is, but best way I can describe it. But anyway, and then my low light, I guess I have the same low light as you in terms of like not knowing what to watch. Like it's almost overwhelming. There's so much going on. But at the same time, in personal life wise, I got fucked by American Airlines over the weekend. They decided it would be a good idea to just, cancel my flight as I was leaving for the airport, basically. And with that, I missed orientation for my potential grad school. So like, sick, shout out American Airlines, but we canceled the trip, so we got money back, so it's whatever. But nice. Anyway, yeah, more on to sports. Let's talk about college basketball. Wrapping up the season here with the Final Four and the championship game. We're just gonna quickly touch on the Final Four games before we really dive into the championship game a little bit more. But as you already probably know, Kansas won it all, 72-69, I believe, was the final score.
Dude. What? That's the only thing that we got right for our prediction was the final score. That was our exact final score.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 72-69.
No way, dude. Shit. Yeah. What was who did we even have winning in our second chance bracket?
Nova, because we both had futures on them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that was sad, but is what it is. But yeah, I mean, overall, I'm happy Kansas won because as a TCU fan, it makes the Big 12 look good. And yeah. TCU was the last team to beat Kansas all season. Since March started, they were the only team to beat them. So, I don't know. Basically, TCU is better than North Carolina. That's what I'm gathering out of this.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
TCU was runners-up, essentially.
Back-to-back Big 12 champions really solidifies our conference as, like, probably the best basketball conference. I don't know, because everyone's saying how down the ACC is now.
It's still good. It's just not
still good. It's not as good.
Yeah, like the Big 12 is just next level right now.
Pac-12 is down. The Big East is still the Big East. Big Ten just still doesn't have the tournament success, and it didn't really have as good of a year as it did
Yeah,
2
Big
years
East,
ago.
other than Villanova, their tournament success is like nothing.
Yeah, and then I don't know. It's pretty much just, like, we have to be the best, right?
I mean, yeah, anybody that says that TCU, or not TCU, but the Big 12 isn't the best basketball conference either doesn't watch enough college basketball or they're just like a bandwagon Duke UNC type fan, or like a Kansas type of guy just because they're the blue bloods and whatnot.
Yeah.
But no, well, I mean, I guess Kansas would argue Big 12. But anyway, you get my point. But anyway, on to the games. Let's touch on Kansas and Villanova first, which in my opinion was just wildly disappointing.
Yes.
I really thought at least it would have been a better game because, I mean, Kansas was in control for, I'd say, at least 80% of that ball game. So it would have been nice to see a close game. But like you said last week, you were worried about the Justin Moore injury. It turned out to be a pretty big factor, I think.
Oh, yeah. And then Kansas just decided that they weren't going to miss from three. They just said a tip off. They're like, hey, we're just not going to miss.
Yeah, and it's not like Villanova played terrible, but Kansas truly, I mean, they just looked like Kansas should, you know what I mean?
They just did not miss whatsoever.
Yeah, they played really good.
Oh, dude, and like some points of the game, it looked like they were battling. Like it was like, if you didn't look at the scoreboard, you're like, this has to be like lead changes out the ass, ties. But the whole time, Kansas was still just 10 points ahead. So
yeah, exactly.
Just had control over the whole game.
It was one of those. Yeah, exactly. Like there was no real run opportunities for Villanova to get back in it. They just kind of shut it down every time.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, props to Bill Self. I mean, he's one of the best coaches, I think, in the country. So, and they just looked so good all tournament. Like they really did. They didn't even get lucky or anything. They never had any bogus. They've been like the quiet team the whole way through. You know what I mean?
They really were.
Yeah, like every other region had some crazy shit going on, but it just seemed like Kansas was winning by 10 throughout the whole time,
Well, they kind of had a cake walkthrough to get to the tournament.
Well,
get to the Final Four, like they played Miami, which was a 10 seed in the Elite Eight.
I know, yeah, they did get really lucky with that stuff, and yeah, dude, I bet on Miami to win that just because I don't know, I felt like at that point some crazy shit was about to pop off, and also Kansas historically chokes, so that's what looked like was happening in the national championship game, but we'll get to that in a second.
Dude, we say that about a bunch of these schools, but now I'm just starting to think it's just the tournament.
I mean, yeah,
like if you're there every year in and out, like you're bound to have some crazy shit happen to you. I mean, look at Kentucky.
No, I mean you're right, but it's like year. Kansas chokes when they're the 1 seed is the thing. Like, okay, they just always kind of don't live up to their expectations. But I mean, hey, this is their first title since 2008, so good for them, All right, anyway, next game, Duke UNC. This one was definitely the better game. Obviously, more hype too all over the media with Coach K's final game against UNC, and it was their first time meeting in the tournament, which is nuts considering they've played 100 times while Coach K's been there in his tenure. But I think this was possibly the best basketball game I've seen in a while. The national championship was right there behind it, but I think this Final Four matchup was just a little bit better. It was just quite literally back and forth the entire game. It was one of those games, like you said, with a bunch of lead changes, a bunch of ties. Like the fans were just all over the place, just screaming up and down because there were so many runs. Like it was crazy. It was nuts. I thought Duke had it. I really did. But they fucking choked.
Yeah. So I don't know. That was probably like game of the year, right? Like I would have to put that.
I would say so. Yeah.
The game of the season easily, because like it had everything, and it lived up to the hype.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, especially because the story behind it and everything.
Yeah, like first time meeting, Coach K's last year, Final Four, biggest rival, first year head coach, like all of the things, like 5 potential first round picks for Duke, UNC as an 8 seed, like so many storylines, so many good ways. Like I was just hoping that it would just be a good game, but it turned out to be a great game, which is always like it's just a treat. So like that, it just lived up to what it was supposed to be, and it was awesome. And Coach K is now dead.
Yeah, he's done. Gone forever. Aaron Hernandez by Coach K. But no, I hate to see Coach K go out like that, though. I kind of, at that point, I really expected them to lose earlier than that, like maybe Tech or Gonzaga. But of course, Gonzaga got upset. So I at that point, I was rooting for Coach K to get the title, go off on the storybook ending. Because, I mean, how can you hate Coach K? Like, nobody hates Coach K. He's Coach K.
Everyone hates Coach K.
What do you mean, bro?
Everyone hates Coach K.
Dude, I love Coach K.
I don't.
Why?
I used to like Duke when I was like a teenager and I didn't know anything about basketball. And of course TCU was bad. So like I didn't really have a team. So I was like, Duke's the best. So I'll just root for Duke. But then I was enlightened to how much of a douchebag he is. And then I changed my mind.
I mean, he's a douchebag, but he's a coach. Like, that's just part of it, I love, like, that asshole energy. Like, have you seen that video of him when it was his last home game at Duke, and he gets on the mic and everybody's cheering? He's like, be quiet, please. No, seriously, be quiet. Like, he's like yelling at them.
Disrespectful.
Or something. Yeah, he, like, yells at them, and I was just like, oh, okay. That's, like, awkward, man.
That's why a lot of people hate him.
I mean, I know he's kind of an asshole, but I love him just for his career, bro.
You're the first person who I've ever heard say who hates Coach K, because literally everyone hating
this
Duke
is honestly
like,
news to me.
You didn't know that hating Duke was a personality trait?
Well, I know that hating Duke is obviously a thing, but I mean that's
Coach
like
K is synonymous with
sub niche.
No,
I mean
Coach K is Duke.
I don't. Okay,
what are you talking about?
Obviously, Ryan, yes, but I'm talking about the separate. There's a separate. Fuck, I can't talk. Separate sub niche of like Duke haters. You know what I mean? Not like the whole fucking country hates Duke.
I'm pretty sure it does.
I'm a pretty big basketball fan, and I don't hate Duke.
I mean,
obviously I'm not the whole
like
country,
Duke or you hate Duke, but like
I'm pretty neutral on Duke.
I feel like most people do.
All right, well maybe I'm in the minority, but I like Coach K. So I'll die on that hill.
I mean, that's fine. You can like him. I don't think it's a bad thing. You should definitely watch that document, the 30 for 30. I hate Christian Laettner.
Oh, I have, dude. It is
okay. Then you know that Duke.
Yeah, but it's a different. Okay,
no, Coach K is Duke. If you hate Duke, you hate Coach K. Like it's not.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Okay, but there are people that don't hate Duke, so there are people that like Coach K.
Yeah, there's also those people, but most people hate Duke.
Okay, you might be right. I don't know. Okay, you fucking win. All right, I'm done with this. We're done. Moving on. Oh wait, okay. What else? I guess that's really it on Coach K. Because I was gonna say thoughts on people shitting on Coach K because there's a lot of people in the media like fucking clowning him for losing UNC and stuff.
Yeah, but I hate him.
I guess you're fine with it. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, on to the national title game. Kansas UNC. It would have been crazy overall just to see an 8 seed win the national title. Like again, the storylines and everything behind this one didn't have as much behind it as Duke and UNC, but still, it would have been crazy to see an 8 seed win it all. Kansas, another blue blood program, hadn't won it since 2008, so they have also crazy elite talent, like first round draft picks. So it was entertaining basketball. Well, at least the second half was. The first half, not so much. I think it was a 15-point deficit that UNC was up. They were up like 40-25. And at that point, I thought it was completely over. Did you have any action on the game, Elijah?
I had Caleb Love points over. And of course, he just had the worst game of the tournament. And just
I had that in parlay too.
Yep. Yeah. So it's pretty
that was upset. Yeah, so I took
tough to watch.
I took what's it called? Kansas -2 for the first half, which obviously they got fucked up in the first half. Boom. And so I had like a little watch party and I was joking. I was like, maybe I should just double down on Kansas money line right now, like crazy comeback. And then my buddy was like, Ryan, I have a feeling. He's like, I don't gamble, but I don't know what it is, bro. Like, I'm telling you right now, I have a feeling they're gonna come back and win this. And I was like, are you shitting me right now, or do you really are you really feeling this? And he's like, dude, I'm telling you, put it on there. And I didn't double it. I just put like half the bet because it was like plus 400 odds. So I won like $130 on the comeback. And so I was like, hell yeah, let's go. So
Decent.
yeah, pretty decent.
Decent.
And then I also had the under too, which was nice because that hit as well.
But yeah, the
all
under
right.
hit like crazy in the tournament.
Yeah, dude, a lot. I want to try next year just for the tournament itself. I saw one guy on TikTok did this thing where he bet $100 on every single underdog in the tournament. And so St. Peter's helped him out a lot.
Yeah.
But he made, I think, like $1,700 or something in the end of it, just on the underdog money line. So shit, I kind of want to do that just with like not $100, obviously, but maybe like $20 instead.
Yeah.
It's a proven strategy, you know? Can't argue with science. All right, but any other thoughts on that Kansas UNC game?
Nope. I'm ready to watch more college basketball next year.
Oh yeah,
I'm all in.
Speaking of next year, do you have any just for funsies, you know? Do you have any way too early picks to win it all? I'm going with I'm always a sucker for Big Blue and John Calipari when it comes to postseason, and I know they're going to make the tournament again next year. So even though they choked, I'm going to go with Kentucky because I feel like they're going to seek revenge and avenge themselves for that brutal loss to St. Peter's.
Ugh.
Plus, they're like plus 1,400 odds, so pretty juicy.
Maybe a back-to-back Big 12 champion.
Ooh, TCU. Ah, just kidding.
No, I wish. UT.
Bro, get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about?
Chris Beard's going to do it.
No shot, dude. Chris Beard couldn't even win 2 tournament games.
Nah, not UT. I'm just fucking with you. Maybe Texas Tech. I don't know.
That's a better
think
pick.
They can.
That's okay. I was seriously concerned for a second there.
Nah, I don't know. I just somebody from the Big 12. That's going to be my prediction for now.
Well, I think honestly,
back Big 12.
I think Tech would be a good pick because it would be really hard. Like nobody ever repeats back to back in college basketball like ever.
No.
So Kansas won't do it. Baylor, maybe. I doubt it though. Again, like twice in 3 years, that's also really hard. So Tech, I mean, shit, maybe they've been like a top 5 seed for like the last 4 years. So I wouldn't be surprised. So, all right. Well, now I know you've been waiting for this one because it's time for the Masters. We have here in our notes titled "Hello, friends, and welcome." Oh wait, I forgot. That's literally the title of the episode because I'm a big Jim Nantz fan, and I had to throw that in there just because every time I think of the Masters, that's what I think of.
Yeah, Jim Nantz, the GOAT play-by-play guy, right?
Oh yeah, dude, probably like my top one GOAT
for our generation, just because we didn't know. Like Pat Summerall, I guess, would be like another one, but I just only know that because I watch a lot of documentaries about Madden. But like, I guess it would be between him and Al Michaels, right?
That's what I was just about to say. Yeah, Al Michaels potentially.
Boom, but Boom's GOAT halftime guy.
I mean, if we're going like sports specific, Vince Scully, but he's not necessarily our generation.
Yeah,
he was doing it for like a lot of our life.
He was the local Dodgers guy. So like if you're from LA, then like Scully would probably be a rational answer. But like so I didn't listen to a lot of Dodgers games growing up on radio.
Yeah.
On the radio growing up. So actually 0. So
yeah, I was about to say also 0. So
but yeah, anyway, super pumped. It's crazy because I kept on seeing all those Masters commercials. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be in a while. And now they're here. And I'm like, oh, shit. Like, Masters Week just totally crept up on me.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere.
Haven't watched much golf yet because I've been so consumed with college basketball after football ended. And now I feel a little guilty because it's already the Masters. I missed the Players' Championship and all that. So, but I'm going to
Is it the Open coming up after, though?
Yeah, it's major season, so like for the next like 2 months. We're gonna have majors.
All right. I'm a fan of that.
But majors are sick.
Because I need to watch more golf. I always forget whenever it's on and shit.
And then, but before we get into the Masters, did you see Hideki Matsuyama's Masters dinner?
Yeah, it has like, I mean, obviously I forgot like the exact menu, but it has a very like just like vast array of Japanese foods and everything.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
So it's like sushi and like some kind of special sauce, chicken skewers, and then like grilled cod, and then A5 Wagyu beef, which is like some of the most expensive steak in the world. And then dessert was like Japanese strawberry shortcake, which all just looked so delicious. And honestly,
Damn, bro, you
too,
got that
like
on the spot. I just pulled it up.
hot take. Well, I posted on my story because I read it like 5 times. I was like, this looks so good. Like,
Oh, okay.
hot take, dude. I think Japanese food might be the best food. Like, it's starting to overtake Mexican food for me.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've probably ever had like, I don't know. Actually, no, I've had Japanese food. Yeah, I mean, if you count like hibachi, that's Japanese food, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But I mean, I've rarely eaten it though. But I don't know. I would probably struggle at this dinner. I'm a little bit of a picky eater, so I don't know how I feel about sushi and cod.
I would.
Big fan of strawberry shortcake though. What's up with that?
Yeah, it's Japanese strawberry shortcake. That just sounds.
It just sounds better. Yeah.
Sounds good. I don't know. Japan's got it right, dude. They got it right.
Dude, I saw something too about the dinner where Hideki, because obviously he doesn't even speak the language. He has a translator.
Yeah.
Somebody was talking like, is Hideki's translator the first person like to not have a green jacket to attend that dinner? Like in the history, because it's like so exclusive.
Yeah, I don't even know.
It's interesting to think about. But no, I also in the light of the Masters dinners too, I saw historically, I never even thought about this whenever I was like 13, 15, but when Bubba Watson won his 2 Masters, his dinner menu was the exact same both times. And it was literally grilled chicken breast and then confetti cake. That was it.
That's fucking funny, dude.
And then like somebody made a video about it. It was like, you know what, man? Like I think this is kind of a joke, but you know what? Like, live your truth, my guy. Like, if you love chicken breast, you love chicken breast. Like, that's your dinner. Like, it's just so funny to me.
He's from Florida, dude. He's built different,
bro. But I would like that dinner. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big grilled chicken guy.
Last year Dustin Johnson had pigs in a blanket.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's kind of funny.
Yeah,
it's like a fancy dinner like that.
Yep. But okay, now to the real stuff.
Yes, sir.
Eldrick Tiger motherfucking Woods is playing.
Yes. I'm hyped, bro. That's all we needed to say. That says it itself. You know, there's no further introduction needed.
Yeah. I mean, he is the sport of golf. And yeah, and it's like you're about to say, it's his first tournament in 14 months since he had that like crazy car crash. We've all seen the photos. He broke his leg, and I don't think some people understand like how big of a deal it is when you break your leg. Like, it fucks you up, especially when you're Tiger's age. Like, that's a extremely significant injury. Like,
and when your body's like already been beat up, kind of like his has.
Yeah, and a lot of people his age, when they break their leg, they can never walk the same again. So for him to just come back and compete professionally is crazy. But
he's got this Tiger mentality, bro.
I don't think he's coming back just to compete. I think he's coming back to fucking win.
Dude, it's going to be literally, if this happens, it will be the greatest story in all of sports. Greatest story ever, bro.
That's why I bet on it.
Oh, yeah. You have literally, if you are even remotely a golf fan and you sports bet, or honestly, even if you sports bet, you have to be betting on Tiger this weekend.
He is by far and away like the most bet on golfer right now. And like every single, because I was reading the ESPN article that was like when they talk, they always have articles. They'll talk to a bunch of different sports book and just see how the layout is. And I think one sports book, like Tiger, had 1,000 more tickets than any other golfer.
Love to see it.
Love to see it. They are all saying, like, if he wins, like, we're going to take a fat L.
Oh, yeah, because he's such high odds, too. It's like plus 4,000 to 5,000 on some books. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's – and I feel like it's just going to happen because it's Tiger Woods. Like, I was reading this other article today, like, just kind of talking about the Masters, and all these golf experts at ESPN were just like, with any other player, I would say no, not at all. But we're not talking about any other player. We're talking about Tiger Woods. So yeah, I think he could possibly win this.
Well, I mean, he even himself has said, like he came out in his interview whenever they asked him before he committed to playing, he was like basically saying, if I believe I can win, I'll play. If I don't believe I have a chance to win, I'm not going to play. So like,
yeah, I believe that
he believes he has a chance to win, which means I believe he has a chance to win. And honestly, it's just like the stars are kind of aligning for it to happen. It feels like, you know, like he's finally back right in time. He feels healthy enough. Like, I don't know.
It's the Masters. That's his course.
Exactly, dude. Dude, this is gonna be so amazing.
And if he wins, I also win $1,000. So like,
oh shit, see, I'll win like 300 or 400. How much did you throw on that? Like $20?
25, yeah.
Okay, I mean that's not terrible, but yeah. Dude. Go for it. I'm sprinkling my money here and there because obviously picking the winner in a golf tournament with like over 60 people is pretty tough. But
it's basically impossible unless you bet a lot of golf. That's why I usually don't do it. When I bet on golf, I usually just do matchups. Like person A will do better than person B.
Yeah,
that's my bread and butter right there. I actually hit on it at a pretty good clip. I should probably start doing it more. I actually did I put like $200 out on the Masters, which is way more than I expected to put out.
I've only got like 50 right now, but actually no, a little bit more than that. But I'm planning on sprinkling. No, actually a lot more than that. I forgot. I have like $70 on one bet. But do you want to go ahead and get to our bets right now?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, yeah, we'll talk about the bets, then we'll talk about just overall who our contenders and whatnot are just from the field overall. So, all right, I'll start us off with my winners. These are all long shots, and I think I actually forgot to include one, but I'm sprinkling half a unit on all of these. I'm going, of course, our boy Brooksy Koepka at plus 1,700. I think he's going to have a good day. He's always comes around for Masters, it seems like, or not Masters, just for major tournaments. So, and plus it's Brooks, bro. Come on. Like I had to sprinkle a little bit on Brooks, but other one is Will Zalatoris at plus 2,800 odds. Very, very juicy. Dude finished second at the Masters last year. And although that's super hard to repeat, especially with the competition in this field, I mean, I don't know. I just kind of like the kid. So I'm going to go. Also, he looks like the guy from Happy Gilmore, the caddy. So how can you not bet on him? And then, of course, Tiger Woods. I mean, like we said, everybody in America should be betting on Tiger Woods this weekend. And last but not least is probably my favorite to win it is Justin Thomas at plus 1,200, I believe, or 1,400. I forgot that one. But that's the one I forgot to include. So yeah. I really like Justin Thomas, and I'm debating whether or not I want to sprinkle a little bit on Colin Morikawa as well, but his odds just aren't as juicy for, his record. So, yeah, well, who do you got to win, though, before I get in my top 10s?
So, I just only have Tiger. I just didn't mess around that. I only did top 10s. I have a lot. So, I did
probably safer.
I did who was this? I thought I put in more. Oh, here we go. I put in Patrick Cantlay plus 175, Jordan Spieth plus 175, John Rahm plus 110, and then Louis Oosthuizen plus 300.
Louis Oosthuizen, interesting.
Yeah. I
know he's pretty solid. I know of him. Yeah.
He got like top 10 and felt like every single major that I watched. Like he was at least second or leading at a lot of them. So I feel very confident. I feel good about that.
I mean, plus 300 is pretty juicy odds. Yeah.
And I think
I really like Spieth too.
I could probably Spieth always does decent at the Masters, so I think
Yeah.
he can do it.
I agree. I think I'm gonna actually probably tail that.
Plus 175, like that's decent. That's
Yeah, I
decent
like that.
odds.
I
I
was
don't do
big
top
liking you.
5. I just do top 10 just
I
because like
agree. The top 5 is scary.
it's just too much stress. Like I'm
Yeah.
already putting money out there. Like plus, like if they don't make top 5 and make top 10, I just want to punch a hole in the wall.
Yeah, if they
So-
get like 6th or 7th. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
It'd be
playing
brutal.
that game. I'm not playing that game. I can't do that to myself. And then here, I'll let you rattle off your top 10 and I'm going to show you my money line bets.
All right, bet. So for my top 10, I only have 2 right now, but I kind of hammered one of them because I'm super confident. I'm tailing Jordan Spieth actually, so I'm going to add that. But I have Justin Thomas, even though he's not the juiciest of odds, plus 115. I'm throwing 3 units on it. I really, really, really like this one. The dude has never won a green jacket, but he's beaten over 97% of the competition every time he's played at Augusta. He always finishes really well. I feel like he's going to do it again. Plus, he's one of the best golfers in the world.
Yeah.
And then I also have Brooks Koepka I have a half unit on him winning, so might as well follow it up. I have a unit on him finishing top 10. Like I said, I just think he does good when the majors come around. So just gotta ride it. All right, who you got for your money lines or your matchups?
So I have, let's pull it back up here. Patrick Cantley over Xander Schauffele.
Ooh, okay, interesting.
Minus 105. I have Brooks Koepka over Rory McIlroy, and then I have Brooksy again over Dustin Johnson. Dustin Johnson missed the cut last year.
I like the Rory one too. I like both of those.
And then I also have 2 guys to not make the cut: Kevin Na and Tom Hogue.
Not Tom Hogue, bro. That's our TCU guy.
Yeah, that's why I knew to fade him.
Yeah, he's probably. I mean, honestly, he's not that. He just got a win though recently, but
okay.
I mean, he's not that great historically, statistically. But
yeah,
what were the
plus
odds
150, plus
Okay,
150.
yeah,
So I liked
solid.
it. Everyone that I looked through had like negative odds.
Dude, I'm probably actually gonna add like Tiger to make the cut.
Yeah, that was minus 105 to make the cut.
Okay, yeah,
Good
I'll probably
Tiger.
add that one too, just so I can root for Tiger a little bit more, you know?
Yeah, maybe hedge that.
Yeah, the winner bet,
outright bet.
Because I feel like he'll make the cut for sure. I don't want to jinx anything, but I feel like he can. So, but then
I don't know.
I don't have. Wait, what?
I don't want to put more money on him, and then he just doesn't make the cut entirely.
Yeah,
I think I
just
should
shits the bed.
I already went too crazy with the buttons on the Masters, so I think I'm just gonna stop myself before, because I know if I place Tiger to make the cut, I'm gonna place like 5 more bets. It's just gonna be a whole thing.
So I don't have any matchups exactly like straight bets, but I did put together a little bit of a Loch Ness Monster parlay here, because personally I think this is a lock. Like it can't lose, and the odds are just insane. So I got John Rahm beats Cameron Smith. I got Justin Thomas beats Scotty Scheffler. I got Tony Finau beats Russell Hindley. Colin Morikawa to make the cut. Brooks Koepka to make the cut. Xander Schauffele to make the cut. And Will Zalatoris to make the cut for plus 1050 odds. Dude, it's gas.
I'd be nervous about Zalatoris.
Really? To make the cut?
Yeah, dude, he hadn't done shit since he got second. Really?
Bro, he's gonna make the cut, bro.
Sometimes you get surprised, bro, by who makes and
misses it. No, you're right. I know you're right. But I mean, his odds are like minus 350, so I kind of just threw him in there.
Okay. I mean, hell, that could hit.
I mean, DJ missed the cut last year. I mean, like I said, it's kind of a long shot, but personally, I feel pretty confident about it.
Yeah.
Especially with the matchups. I really like those matchups. And I guess you're right. The Zalatoris would probably be the one that makes me the most nervous out of all those.
Nah, but that's a pretty good parlay, especially for plus 1050.
Yeah, I like the odds on it.
10 to win, 105.
Shit, I did 30 to win like 320.
Okay,
So
that's
yeah,
decent.
going hard on that one.
Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me. All right. Well, anyway, enough of our bets. Let's get back to it. Just in terms of contenders overall, I guess we've kind of covered it with our picks. But who else
Yeah.
do you think is hot? Who else do you think could take it?
A lot of people are pegging Matt Rory just because he still needs his career grand slam of having all 4 majors. And a lot of people are saying, like, if not now, like, when is he going to do it? Because he's only getting older. He's a guy to watch out for because he might be motivated. Koepka is another guy because he's a year removed from that knee injury, so he's fully healthy now and he can make it. My buddy, actually, the one that we were going to have on, he said that he predicts Koepka's going to miss it.
Miss the cut?
Yeah, and he thinks that Patrick
fuck that.
Cantley's going to win outright.
Interesting.
I mean, that's bold.
I don't like that energy, bro. That's negative energy for my bets.
Whatever. I
mean, he probably knows more about golf than me, though. So
he watches a lot of golf.
Yeah.
I
do not. I just read about gambling stuff, so I know a decent amount about the relevant golfers.
I'm trying to think. Oh, Victor Hovland is another guy to watch out for.
I've heard a lot about him too. Yeah.
24 years old. He's great with the irons. Got a good drive. They're just saying like his chipping is the only, like, if you can just have a decent chipping tournament, then he might have a chance to win it all. JT again, like we said, like Justin Thomas is just only ascended.
Yeah, he's my favorite to win it.
And then of course the betting favorite, Big Bad Jon Rahm, who's seemingly like towards the end of last year, after the U.S. Open, it seemed like he got top 5 every single week.
Yeah, he was on a tear.
And he's crazy.
Didn't he have like a kid too? Wasn't that the situation? Was it?
No, he got
like
COVID. He got COVID, and he was gonna win the tournament. Remember?
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was like
leading by like that like had a kid and then just went off. I forget. I could be tripping.
It might be Jon Rahm.
I don't know. Anyway,
so many
but either way, he's hot and he's a good favorite to have.
Yeah, I just didn't bet on him because last time I bet on a betting favorite, it was DeChambeau. After he said he was going to tear up the Masters, and then he didn't even make the cut. So,
dude, I think I actually might take DeChambeau to miss the cut because apparently through the grapevine, doctors are telling him that he shouldn't play, but he's going to play anyway.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is I feel like,
God damn it, Ryan.
Yeah, what's the odds on that one, baby?
Let me check.
We got to find that. Yeah, I kind of like that one. Also, I would like to not root for Bryson DeChambeau, but he's gotten a little bit better, at least in the media.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I don't watch as much golf, but like in the media, he's definitely not been as much of a tool.
Yeah, he's been better
since like the what is it called? With the Ryder Cup, against Europe. I remember Brooks and him had something.
He earned some brownie points after that Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
Why is his odds not on here? Hold up, the fuck.
DeChambeau to miss it. Yeah, I was also in my book finding like there was a few guys missing. Like Tiger to make the cut wasn't even on there on my book, but
Tiger to make the cut, I found that one.
It is what it is.
But other contenders out there, I'm not really sure. I mean, it could be any man's game. Like, there could be another dark horse out there. It is golf, so like, who knows what's gonna happen? It could be any man's game, just like
because I mean, like last year, Zalatoris was a major dark horse. He kind of just
he was an amateur. He
just came out of nowhere.
So I mean,
I'm trying to see. I'm looking. Let me look. I gotta have like the visual, for like the odds.
Dude, it's not on here.
Hey, Tony Finau plus 6,000. I think that's pretty decent odds for a long shot. I think Tony Finau's pretty solid.
Nah, dude, he doesn't win. He just plays good.
I mean, I guess, yeah. All right. I guess we've already also talked about, Tiger Woods having a chance. We both definitely think so. So I'm probably gonna just have the Masters on throughout the next 4 days, all day as it's on. Hopefully, I think I'm actually probably going golfing tomorrow morning. So in spirit of the Masters, but then I'll probably be able to catch the end when I get back. But yeah, wait. So how far are you actually from like Pecan Valley and stuff?
15 minutes.
Oh, dude, you want to go golf tomorrow
What time?
in the morning?
Oh, I can't.
What time can you?
It'd have to be like 2.
Okay, I could probably do that too. All right, we'll talk about that
Yeah.
after.
Yeah, it
But-
takes me a while.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, because I also got to figure it out too. But yeah. All right. I mean, I think that's all we got for the Masters. You got anything else?
No, I just hope I win money.
Yeah, exactly. Golf is so scary because it's like, I don't want to say it's like the extreme of horse racing, because like golfers have a lot more analytics and numbers and performance history and everything you can look into, but the odds and like the size of the field, it makes it seem like it's almost just as much of a long shot as horse racing.
Oh, to win outright, absolutely.
Yeah.
The other stuff like the matchups, I'm just nervous about because I made so many and I've done well in the past that I'm just going to collapse because this is the first time I've made more than 2 in a single tournament. And so I'm just kind of nervous.
Yeah. I'm probably also going to add a few more of the matchups just because, the odds
They're so much fun, though.
Yeah, the odds aren't as deathly terrifying. And especially like if they're on like the same, TV channel or like, same group play, then it's way better to watch.
Yeah. And it's
Is
always
that,
like,
is that how it works? Like every matchup you can bet on is on TV together?
not necessarily.
That's what I was about to say. Like, I feel like some maybe, but
sometimes they'll be in like the same group playing together. A lot of the times though, they just match guys up based upon skill.
okay.
Like so that way, like you won't have like John Rahm matched up against like Tom Hogue or something like that.
Yeah,
Like
gotcha.
it's always going to be somebody of their caliber, which is nice because
Gotcha.
usually I can peg like who's on a down streak and who's hot to bet on, and so it's usually been better. But okay, along with the Masters this weekend, opening day is tomorrow.
Oh yeah, thought it would never happen, but here we are.
I didn't think it was going to happen until at least June.
I thought we could have even gone like the entire summer without it. I thought we could have had like a shortened season, like maybe just 81 games rather than 162.
Right.
But here we are. I mean, they figured it out, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And preseason's been going on, but I don't know. Have you been paying much attention to the games?
I mean, like sometimes I'll look at scores, but like spring training,
it doesn't mean much.
It's preseason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of minor league players that are fighting for maybe a big league spot, but really there's just not much there. Like players don't really care. There's a lot of like crazy score games, like 28-3s and shit like that. So.
Yeah. Like I've seen a lot of people betting on the spring games. I guess just because they were hungry to bet on baseball, but I just can't do it, dude. Like I'll bet on the regular season all day, but I'm not going to bet on spring training. Like absolutely not.
I do think I'm going to bet Red Sox opening day against the Yankees. I don't know the exact odds, but I know the Sox.
It's definitely got to be plus.
Yeah, the Sox are dogs.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be plus.
So I like Yankees.
Dude, the Yankees and Dodgers are probably going to be favored in literally every game they play this year. Wouldn't be surprised.
Dodgers are for sure.
Yeah,
Yankees,
Dodgers definitely.
I don't know. It's hard to tell. They didn't really get better this year by a whole lot. They didn't make any big splashes.
Joey Gallo.
Oh, actually, no. Trevor Story got added by the Red Sox, right?
Yeah, he's on the Red Sox.
Yeah,
fatty contract, like 170 million.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm excited. Not so much for the Rangers season, but just in general for the baseball season.
Oh yeah, another betting nugget. Our over under for wins is set at 76.5.
I bet the under. I don't know, man. I think we could hit 80.
We lost 100 games last year, Ryan.
I know, but that's only 15 games better than last year to hit the over.
I think we're probably a 72-win squad.
Just even with Seager and Simeon.
Dude, look at the rest of our roster.
I know.
Go down through it. It's just it's nothing. It's like we got Simeon, Seager, Adolis is good. Cole Calhoun was a good pickup. I like the odds of John Gray becoming a very serviceable guy in the rotation, like maybe a 2 guy.
Mm-hmm.
But like Jack Leiter's not going to come out for another year.
Or 2.
Josh Jung is going to be out, so we have Abanez at third, and he's nothing to get excited about. And the rest of our outfield spots besides Adolis is just like, I mean, we got Cole Calhoun and then just a bunch of guys that I don't know. It's definitely better than last year, but like,
yeah, okay. I don't know though. That's a tough number because like I really want to think that just Seager and Simeon alone will help us get to over 76.5 wins, but yeah, I don't know. But overall, also, wait, what? Go ahead.
I did say fuck it and put $10 on us to win the AL West because it was like plus 3,400.
Oh, I was about to say, dude, the odds have to be fucking insane for that.
Yeah. I won like $350.
Dude, I mean, why not? Honestly, I think I'm just gonna start doing that shit because like if I had put $10 on the Bengals to win the AFC, I would have made like $300 or $400.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, at the beginning of the year, I was like, you got to be fucking crazy to do that, but it happened. So you never know. Here comes incoming Rangers 100-win season, baby. Corey Seager, MVP.
I would love that.
I would also love that. It would be a crazy story, but
I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to be realistic about this.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
It was getting excited, though, that we actually spent money. Because this offseason was like the most owners of the whole league has spent in one offseason. It was like,
yeah, dude, like the Rangers spent a fuck ton on their own, bro.
Yeah. They definitely led the way in the spending, which I'm totally cool with. And then
yeah, same.
So let's just hope that our farm system comes in clutch to fill out the rest of those holes that we have.
I know we got a couple. Like obviously Jack Leiter is really, really solid. He's supposed to be really good, but and then Sam Huff too is supposed to be a really good
catcher. Josh Jung, of course. Leody Taveras is an outfield guy. I don't know. We need a power bat in the outfield besides Adolis. Bad. Hopefully,
love Adolis though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What a guy. Fuck, dude. Just talking about baseball makes me want to get in. Will be the show, man. Dude, it's gonna kill my productivity.
Definitely hopping on as soon as we end this podcast, though.
Fuck, dude. Am I gonna have to fuck you up in Diamond Dynasty again? Is that what's gonna have to happen?
Yeah, but I have to wait for my team to get better. I'm grinding March to October right now.
I will literally have nothing when I join, so I might spend like if it's a free game on like Xbox Game Pass, I'll spend like $20 on Diamond Dynasty
on stubs.
Yeah, like just it'll basically be like I bought a game for $20, you know? Like I'm fine with that. That's how I'll treat it.
I'm going no money.
Well, that's respectable. I mostly did no money on last year. Like I truly was like addicted to that shit. I was grinding it. I tend to do that in general with video games. Like I just get like what's the word where like I latch onto something for like just a little bit and then I just forget it and never do it again.
It's called having ADD.
Okay, yeah, basically, honestly. I mean, that fits the part. Yeah, I kind of get addicted to it for like a month or like month and a half, and then I just don't play it for like a year.
That happens to me all the time. But I'm feeling the big grind with this one because, I don't know, I'm sitting like really close to like my big TV and just so seeing the batter's box, just like I'm like right up close to it.
Oh, yeah, you gotta be. Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's nice. It's nice.
I would literally like rearrange the rug in my room so I could like roll my screen right up to the TV. Like, yeah, like I had to be like right there and also like I had to like set my phone aside so I could like stare at it.
Oh, you got to be like Nick Merckx, like fucking.
Yeah. Yeah. So like you have to like bend your neck almost and like be ready for it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's intense, dude. It takes a lot of focus. But I feel like also it kind of helps, like ADD almost helps in that sense because like you can hyper focus for like a little bit and then like la 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 like and baseball is out. Yeah.
Tap A.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but all right, let's obviously both of us aren't like major baseball guys, you more than myself, but we don't necessarily have any groundbreaking news or storylines that you wouldn't hear anywhere else for this season. But what we do have is our season predictions because why not? Like we do for every sport every year, basically. Let's go ahead and start with the AL MVP. Who do you got?
Oh, I'm going Shohei back to back.
See, that's the smart pick.
I still think what he's doing is incredible, and that MVP voters are not going to get over it after one season, because it's not like he was Giannis where he's just putting up really good numbers. Like, this guy's doing stuff that's never been done before. Like, he's an opening day pitcher and he's hitting 40 to 50 bombs a year. Like, that's just unprecedented.
Literally
so
unheard of.
I don't think the shine of him doing that is going to wear off after just him winning the MVP once. I think he can go back to back. So yeah, he's my guy.
I think that's probably the smart pick, because I didn't go with Shohei just because I'm nervous about like the back-to-back concept. But you're right in the sense that MVP voters probably won't even care just because of what he's doing and how crazy it really is. But I went just because I think the odds are a little bit better, because it's like Shohei plus 350, Mike Trout plus 400, which I don't know if he's going to be able to stay healthy all year, so I'm staying away from that. It's crazy that the top two are both Angels players, because their team isn't even good. Like, the rest of their team just isn't good.
Well,
but they'll be better this year.
Team record doesn't matter as much for baseball.
Oh, I know. Yeah, for MVP, no, definitely not. Yeah, but
it plays a factor, but
a little, yeah. But I went with the third highest odds is Vladimir Guerrero Jr., aka Vladdy Daddy, at plus I think 800 odds. So
yeah.
I mean, he was really close last year to winning it. Even like it was neck and neck for the most part. I think Shohei kind of pulled away in the latter half of the season, but Vladdy, I mean, he what? I think he hit the Triple Crown, right?
Did he?
I think he did. I think he led in home runs, batting average, and RBIs.
I thought Ohtani led in home runs. Did he not?
You may be right. That's what I think. He was like, Vladdy was either really, really close or he did it. He at least got like 2 out of the 3, the titles for hitting at least. Are you Googling it right now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we'll fact check it real quick for any of the traditional baseball fans. Right. Sorry.
So Vladimir was third, or Ohtani was second. No, Vladimir was second. Ohtani was third. It was actually Salvador Perez.
For homers?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Guerrero tied him up at 48. And then Ohtani at 46, and then Marcus Semien at 45.
Oh, so he tied first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, whatever. But I mean, you just couldn't compete with the fact that Ohtani was also putting up really good numbers.
Exactly.
Like a 3 ERA. Wow.
An all-star worthy pitching, performance over the course of the season. So already though, switching over from the AL to the NL now. Who do you got for the MVP here?
I picked up Juan Soto just because he's a monster and he hadn't got his MVP yet.
Yeah, he's a heavy favorite too.
Yeah, the Nationals are his team right now, so I just went with him.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick. I that's the smart pick. That's probably the best pick. But I went with the second highest odds just because I'm with MVP and like future bets like this. I always kind of like shy away from the true favorite. But I went with Ronald Acuna Jr. just because same thing like Juan Soto. He's another one of those young guys like leading his team right now. So as long as he can stay healthy, because he is coming off an ACL injury. So we'll see how that works out for him. But I mean, this dude's like, I think 22, 23 years old. He's younger than most of the guys in the minor leagues, and he's already up for MVP contention. Like, this guy's insane. So I think those two, either one, Soto or Acuna Jr., is probably your best bet for NL MVP this year. All right.
Then we got Cy Young winners for AL. I went with Dylan Cease with the White Sox.
Juicy odds.
He was up there, like, I think he was still in the top 5 or so.
I had like plus 3,000, I think.
I don't know. Jeff Passan said to pick him in his guide to.
I've heard good things about him. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think he can take off because I have big things in store for the White Sox this year.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll get to that in a second. So I was pretty high on the White Sox last year, but they kind of let me down. So now I'm a little bit nervous. So I went, and this is actually probably my most confident pick on all of our predictions, is Shane Bieber to win the AL Cy Young. He's at plus 700 odds. I mean, he is far and away the Guardians ace this season. And I think he's not necessarily going to put up DeGrom-like numbers, but I think he's going to carry their pitching staff, their bullpen in that kind of way, that DeGrom-esque way, where every time he's pitching, they're going to allow like 1 or 2 runs. It's just whether or not the bats can get the job done. So I like Bieber a lot. Also, his name is fun, if that's your thing. So, but anyway, moving on into NL Cy Young. This one to me seems pretty obvious. I know we're both going with the same, so I'll let you take it away. What do you got?
Yeah, DeGrom. I mean, when he's healthy, he's easily the best pitcher in baseball. It's not a matter of like if he can win it. It's just a matter of if he can stay healthy. Because if he's healthy, yeah, he's got it. But if not, then no. But he's my pick.
No, I totally agree.
He stays healthy.
Yeah, and his odds are very enticing. I got him at like plus 1,200. So he's not even one of the favorites, which is really juicy because, like you said, I totally agree. If he stays healthy, he's winning it without a doubt. It's just whether or not he can stay healthy because historically he hasn't been able to. So, all right. And then last but not least, our World Series winner. Who do you got?
I picked the White Sox.
All right.
Fair enough. I still think they're really good. They're a young team. They have a good rotation. They got a good lineup. Luis Robert is probably gonna have a breakout season. So yeah, they're my pick.
All right, I don't dislike it. Again, like I'm just a little bit shy. I could totally see because I went with a team out of the NL, so I could totally see this being actually the World Series matchup. Even the White Sox, and I went with the Mets, even though I know the Mets are kind of a meme franchise and they get shit on a lot. I know it's the Mets, bro. But I have a feeling, like, again, I think DeGrom is going to be able to stay healthy this year. That's why I picked him for the Cy Young. I think if he stays healthy, that's going to be huge. Their pitching staff has just gotten loads better. They just made like 2-3 huge signings. So, like, I think the Mets can contend. I do. So,
yeah.
Of course, they're the Mets, though. That's the only thing that I'm nervous about is the fact that they're the Mets.
Of course, there's always the Dodgers, but
exactly, that's the thing. Yeah, you don't want to pick the Dodgers.
I don't want to be that guy.
Even though they should. They should.
I also don't want them to win.
Nobody does, bro. Or the Astros. Fuck them, bro.
Yeah, Astros.
They're still one of the favorites, even though they just lost Correa.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised by that at all. They still have so many guys. Kyle Tucker, Jordan Alvarez,
they're a unit right now.
Altuve, Michael Brantley. But who was I gonna say? Oh, there was another. Oh, but the Blue Jays are another trendy pick. But I don't love the Blue Jays because they haven't had a lot of playoff experience, and I think that is going to be the deciding factor. Because like a team like the White Sox, like they've been in the playoffs the last 2 years, they know what it's like. They have an experienced manager. Let's just hope La Russa isn't like fucking in diapers by the time November rolls around. But so yeah, just the inexperience with playoff baseball that the Blue Jays have kind of scares me off of them, even though they are stacked. But that's like a really trendy pick among baseball writers right now to win it all.
Interesting, because I wouldn't really think much of the Blue Jays right now, especially after they lost Semien. But yeah, well, I don't know. What do I know?
Semien was only on a 1-year deal. Like they were already good before Semien, and I think they already had
fair enough. He just had a really good season.
Yeah, I think they already had a prospect to replace him too in second base.
That's fair.
They had a plan, so.
Yeah, again, like I said, what do I know? I don't know enough, but all right. Any other bold predictions or bets for this season?
No.
I got I got two. One, this isn't necessarily a bold prediction, but it's going to happen. Robert Manfred is going to continue to fuck everything up for the league and be a bitch. And I'm sure there's going to be another major incident to where we'll be on here talking about how terrible he is at his job. Anyway, in terms of betting wise, I cannot wait. The most beautiful bet in all of sports betting, the Nerfy, the no runs first inning, for those that don't know. Always take the Nerfy. If you ever bet a Yerfy fuck you, plain and simple. It's just no fun. You always want to go for the 6 outs, 0 runs in the first inning, and you walk away with money before the game's even 1/9 of the way over. It's gorgeous. All you have to do, too, turn it on for 1 inning, boom, you're done. It's like, I love Nerfies so much, and they're so exciting, too, because it's like, if they get a man on base, you're like, oh, shit, like, you need to get the out. You need to get the out. Like, it's just so exciting. Or it's the worst, though, because I've had it happen to me where there's been 5 outs, and a motherfucker hits a solo home run in the bottom of the first. And I'm like, God damn it, dude. Yeah, so. But I do plan on, like I was talking about that system for March Madness earlier, how this guy put $100 on every underdog. Tomorrow, I am probably going to be putting like $20 on every single Nerfie, and we'll see how that pans out. I'm going to be hammering the Guardians and Royals Nerfie because Shane Bieber's pitching. So give me that all day.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Do it. And the Royals are nothing to, like, they're not explosive. Yeah. And then
the Guardians bats aren't anything either, really. So.
Yeah. I mean, Jose Ramirez, but other than that, no.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is all we got for baseball. Opening day tomorrow. Probably going to be talking about it a little bit more than we have in terms of the offseason here and there as we go. But, of course, NBA is coming up. And not NBA. NBA playoffs is coming up really quickly. So we'll be getting into that. As you've probably seen, too, we didn't even cover this at all. But, bro, the Lakers are eliminated from playoff contention. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, see, okay, so I love funny. LeBron, but it's actually kind of fucking hilarious. Like, I agree. Like, I'm kind of like, I remember all the tweets, too, of, like, the picture of, like, LeBron, Russell, Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard, Rajon Rondo. And it was like, who's beating this team in a series of 7? It's like,
everyone.
Well, nobody, because they won't even get a series of 7. Like,
oh,
dude, I genuinely, though, with the way the season went, like, I can believe it at this point, but if you were to say this 6 months ago, I would be like, you're fucking crazy, you know? So, I don't know. You know, there's a conspiracy now that LeBron is a franchise killer in the sense that he goes places, he gets them a championship, and then after he leaves or after that, they just completely die. So, if LeBron leaves the Lakers this offseason, I will actually believe in that conspiracy, but until then, I don't know, because the Heat fucking sucked after he left. The Cavs fucking sucked after he left. Both times. Yeah, both times. And now the Lakers are fucking sucking. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, man. There's a little bit of proof to the pudding.
There's stuff, and they're stuck with Russell Wilson, his untradeable contract.
Like, Russell Westbrook? Yeah.
Yeah, Westbrook, sorry. It's just... It's funny. It feels good to be right. I didn't think they were gonna be.
Yeah, I picked him in the finals. Like, I feel like an idiot, dude.
Yeah, you picked him to win it all. I thought, right?
I think I may have actually. I just know for sure I had him in the finals.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, because you always do.
I know. I'll admit it. Okay, I'm a LeBron fanboy. All right, so I believed in him, but it didn't happen.
Damn.
All right. Anyway, on the UFC, we're just going to get through this pretty quickly. We've already been going over an hour, but pretty big main card this weekend. We got in featherweight Alexander Volkanovski against the Korean zombie Chan Sung Jung in his first headliner fight in a long time. And the winner of this one is likely going to be taking on Max Holloway in the next featherweight championship, who is just looking absolutely amazing. He had a really good year in 2021. But anyway, rounding out the main card, we have Aljamain Sterling versus Petr Yan, part 2 after the controversial disqualification of Yan in round 1 with that illegal knee to the head, which is just brutal. And then also the other relevant fight, and probably the most hyped fight, even though it's not the main event. It's gotten the most attention. A lot of the public bets are on it. And that's Gilbert Burns against Khamzat Chimaev in welterweight. That's kind of a tough name, but Chimaev is a rising star. Like, I mean, he's, Tai Tuivasa, right?
Yeah.
How he just sprung through the heavyweight rankings. He's number 3 right now. Did you know that?
No.
Tuivasa is fucking number 3, which is nuts to me. I don't know if he's that good, but I love it.
He's still He's gonna get creamed if he gets a chance at Ngannou.
Oh, dude, Ngannou or Cyril Gane, bro, he's gonna get creamed. Or even probably Stipe Miocic, he's gonna get creamed, even though Stipe is a dinosaur and needs to retire. But anyway, yeah, dude, Chimaev is climbing through the welterweight rankings like as fast as Tai Tuivasa. He's just going through them. He's one of the most talked about, one of the most feared guys. I don't know if feared is the right word, but I mean, his wins have been just dominant every time. So, yeah, and then that's it really for the main card. Those are the main 3 fights to look out for. And then in the prelims, there is one interesting one. We got Jairzinho Rozenstruik against Marcin Tybura. Rozenstruik has been slipping and falling as of late, but again, he's just been fighting super elite opponents. And I think Tybura is one that he can just dominate based on especially who he's been fighting as of late. So I want to talk a little bit about each fight. I'll try to just get through them. Elijah, feel free to jump in if you want, if you have anything. With the Volkanovski and Chan Sung Jung fight, I love the Korean Zombie. He's a fan favorite, mostly because his name is the Korean Zombie. I mean, how can you not like him? But this division, the featherweight division, is truly Max Holloway, Alexander Volkanovski, maybe Brian Ortega, and then a huge drop, like a cliff. And then it's everybody else. And Chan Sung Jung happens to be the top of everybody else. And that's about it. He's the best of the middle, but he can't really beat the top guys. He lost to Brian Ortega. He even lost to Yair Rodriguez, who's ranked right behind him. So I don't think he has a shot. I'd like to say he's the fun underdog pick, but Volkanovski is just, I mean, he's too damn good. So in terms of the co-main event in the bantamweight, Sterling against Jan in part 2. Like I said last time, it ended with that disqualification with the illegal knee. Pirion hits.
Ugly.
Yeah, dude, it was disgusting, bro. Like Sterling was down on his knees, head facing down. And it is truly like the only illegal thing in the UFC. Don't fucking knee a man while he's defenseless. And he literally had his corner telling him, like, stop, 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 stop. He looked at them, acknowledged it, fucking did it. Like, dude, Jan is an asshole. He doesn't speak English very well, but what?
I thought his corner was telling him to do it.
No, did I say they weren't?
Yeah, they were telling him.
No, you're right.
You said they were telling him no.
You're right. They were like, do it. Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, okay, because his coaches were telling him to. And then he was like, oh, wait, I shouldn't have done that.
No, you're right. Yeah.
No, that was ugly, dude.
That was the whole thing
it.
afterwards.
When I saw it, dude, I felt it in my head. I was
dude,
like, that
and
hurts.
Sterling got a little bit of shit for like, I don't know, because he did act like super dazed. He was like, oh, like laying on the ground, like covering his eyes. But I mean, who knows, bro? He was definitely concussed. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
I'm not going to take any liberties with what that man had going on in his head after that fucking mollywop.
Dude, yeah, because he just, like straight, like, and he didn't see it coming at all. So, like, he had no brace of impact, you know?
Yeah, but Jan's definitely going to win the rematch. He
100%.
Was beating the shit out of him before that happened, so...
Yeah, in the last fight, round 1, Sterling actually did really good. But the thing is, Sterling literally put 95% of his energy into round 1 and then saved 5% for rounds 2 through 5. So, like, I don't think Sterling has the cardio to go 5 rounds with a championship fighter like Jan. As much as I love Funky, his nickname, I don't think he can do it. Jan is just too good. But...
Mm-hmm.
And then the one that I am the most excited about, Gilbert Burns and Khamzat Chimaev. God, I keep fucking that up. Khamzat Chimaev. There we go. So these odds on this fight, Chimaev is a minus 510 favorite with Burns at a plus 375 underdog. And if you know anything about the UFC, you know that Gilbert Burns is a bad motherfucker. Like, he's not just some random rankless welterweight. He's a top 5 contender. He has very big wins under his belt. And this to me is just crazy disrespectful to Burns. Like, I know Chimaev has dominated in all of his fights and he's climbing the ranks, but like Burns is ranked ahead of him. Like, I don't understand the logic here. It kind of scares me. But I'm taking Burns heavily. I'm betting on Burns. I think these odds are too juicy to ignore it. His striking, although he's a big jiu-jitsu guy, he's Brazilian. Of course, he's going to be jiu-jitsu. But Burns' striking has improved significantly. he can play the stand-up game if that's what Chimaev wants to do. And his wrestling is simply too good because Chimaev, his style, what he's been doing is quite literally there's like highlight reels of him picking people up, walking across the octagon, and then throwing them down. And he's not going to be able to do that against Burns. So I think that's going to make it a little bit more interesting. And I'm going with Burns. So, yeah, you got anything to add on that one?
No, it's just I think Vegas might be playing head games with us with these odds because, like you said, they're too juicy to ignore. So I'm gonna ignore them because I don't know. Just
Burns is good. Like he's a good fighter.
No, he's like usually like the number 1 or 2 contender. He just can't beat Usman.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody can beat Usman. Yeah, because the welterweight only has a few guys that are even worthy of being in that top 5. So yeah,
I don't know.
All right, in terms of bets, I'm going to be taking, like I said, I got Burns early, which it makes me feel a lot better that his line is shifting. It started at plus 450. Now it's at plus 375. But I got him when he was at plus 415. So I put 2 units on Burns. And then I also have a very boring 2-leg parlay. It's Jairzinho Rosenstruck at minus 150 and Raquel Pennington over Aspen Ladd. In the prelim fights as well. She's just a beast in the female fights. So that's like plus 150 odds. So I'm taking that for a couple of units just for a little bit more action on it. But yeah, I assume are you hammering the Masters or are you sticking with UFC too?
I'm staying away from UFC. I just have too much money out. Plus, I'm going to throw some on baseball.
Okay, yeah, fair. Yeah, see,
staying away from UFC.
I need the Nerfies to go well tomorrow so that I can have some action on the UFC.
Yeah, I'm going to throw probably Boston money line tomorrow, maybe another.
I'll tell that with you. I like that one.
But all right, that's all I have.
All righty, that's all we got. Hopefully, if you're a sports fan, you are going to be glued to your TV tomorrow with opening day and the Masters. So enjoy that. But sadly, college basketball is at an end. So that will be all we'll be talking about for that sport necessarily this season. Till next year. You know, this kind of got both of us hooked a little bit more on college basketball. So we'll be talking about that and more next week on Wednesday. Again, just a reminder, we're on our once-a-week episodes on Wednesday, not Tuesday, Thursday, or Monday, Thursday anymore. So, yeah, catch us on Wednesday. Going to be live again, and peace.